Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now December 11th of 2020, and ever since the very end of the Skywalker saga, a lot of fans out there around the world have been very much in tune with exactly the way things have been going between Bob Iger and Bob Chapek, and what they're really trying to succeed here with the Star Wars franchise. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about Disney Star Wars, you guys may very well be aware that just yesterday, they announced a handful of new Star Wars TV shows and projects, more of which are going to be announced next year in 2021, so looking forward to that as well. Now, given that we have, of course, now a scenario where Star Wars is indeed heading in a more successful direction, this is exactly what Star Wars needed. I think that the biggest and most exciting unveil just yesterday was the fact that they confirmed that Hayden Christensen is indeed coming back into the new Star Wars universe, starting off with Star Wars Kenobi, as well as the Ahsoka Tano Star Wars project. I think that's also another major project that a lot of fans are very excited about. But anyways, I digress. What's really exciting all has to do with the characters that Disney and Lucasfilm are focusing on. And of course, one fan favorite character within the Star Wars universe is no other than Darth Maul. We have seen him in different projects such as the prequels, the Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels. I mean, the list goes on. And exactly what was done with Solo: A Star Wars Story. They actually really want to experiment more with Darth Maul, which brings us to this subject right now. However, with The Rise of Skywalker and the sequel trilogy a thing of the past now, Disney and Lucasfilm are indeed focused on their new Star Wars universe and more. It's described that George Lucas and Jon Favreau, as well as Filoni, are focused on bringing back key characters within the Star Wars franchise. Not just that, however, it's described that Ray Park has been in the talks to reprise his role as Darth Maul in the Lando Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus that will indeed feature the major crime syndicate known as Crimson Dawn. On top of this, it's noted that Darth Maul is set to get tons of action sequences in the Lando series that will expand the character as the master of Crimson Dawn after the events of Solo: A Star Wars Story, which released back in 2018. So let's stop right here for a second. The fact that they are mainly focusing on making the Lando series based after the events of Solo: A Star Wars Story, this pretty much lines directly up with the fans' request of a Solo: A Star Wars Story sequel. This, in a sense, is the indirect sequel to Solo. Now, obviously, originally they planned to do a sequel to Solo: A Star Wars Story. There were actual plans in the pipeline, but that all fell apart when the box office results just were not adding up. You know, we saw what happened back in 2018 when Kathleen Kennedy initiated so many different reshoots and, really did like 80% of the movie all over and hired, Ron Howard to step in. Obviously, the movie was not in the greatest of shape. Now, on top of this, it's noted that Ray Park has been in the talks to do tons of choreography work in the new project on Disney Plus. However, it's also described that Sam Witwer will also be involved as Darth Maul in a major way for the franchise. Darth Maul is set to also have a major tie-in with the Empire in the new Lando series, where so far Disney and Lucasfilm are indeed planning to also use two timelines for Lando Calrissian and his life. Now, George Lucas is also said to be involved with the development of Maul's return, and exactly how he will be designed in the Lando series. So one thing I will say is that I'm a little surprised about Ray Park. I'm not going to go into details. You guys can go ahead and look up the controversy online. Ray Park was in a bit of trouble. I wouldn't say legitimate trouble, because nobody was really sure whether or not it was real or legitimate or fake, whatever. But he was involved in something. You guys may very well know exactly what I'm talking about. And apparently Ray Park's wife, I believe it was, denied those claims, if you will, of what was going on. So it's very well possible that that actually did not happen, and Ray Park is now attached to this actual project, the Lando series, coming back as Darth Maul. The fact that Sam Witwer is also involved could very well be a backup choice. Or it could also mean that Sam Witwer is going to do the voiceover work strictly. We do know that Sam was also involved in Solo: A Star Wars Story to an extent for the character of Darth Maul. Now, like I say, so far there has not been one Star Wars project without lightsaber action, and it seems like Disney is going to keep it that way. You know, the Lando series, they want to keep it that way as well. Obviously, with Darth Maul in the mix, it seems like that they're going in that direction. So, not just that, but I think that the Lando series holds great potential to also have Alden Ehrenreich come back as Han Solo. There's a very good possibility, there's been a lot of talks about that out there, that Alden will return in some way, shape, or form into the new universe. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.